It's quite misty, isn't it? We're leaving, finally. Yes, we're hitting the road, believe it or not. I know you thought we lived here now, but we don't. We're going, guys. We're going to be making our way down towards London. We're going to visit a relative of mine on the way. We're going to stop and have a night with Sal. I don't know, maybe another camp out before we get to London. We'll see, who knows? We're making it up again. We're on the road again. This feels like it. This is the beginning of our next European adventure. Anyway, we're going to the French Consulate in London because we're going to put in the application for the kids' French passports, which is just going to change the world for us. So, yeah, should we start this new adventure? Look at this. This just hammers it home even more. Get me out. Get me out. We were just talking about it. This is our second traffic jam now since we set off down the road. We've only been going an hour. And we were like trying to remember any that we got stuck in Spain or France or even Morocco for that matter. And do you know what? There wasn't any. Yes, they have roadworks, but the traffic still flows. This is just, it's just a UK thing, I swear. Italy, I've experienced stuff like this in Italy around the cities, but it's time. Get me out. Get me out. I can't wait. I can't wait. If these passports don't take too long, we could well be in Spain in about a month, 6 weeks. We'll see. Oh, I need to fill you in on all the passport details anyway, don't I? So I'm just going to get through this traffic and I'll talk to you a bit more about that. And here we are in London. We're staying outside my friend's house. This is us, obviously. Her house is over here. And it's the big day. It is the big day. We have our appointment at the French Consulate to go and apply for the passports. So what I'm going to do is, as I promised, I'm going to fill you in now as to what's been going on with that, because I've had quite a few questions in the comments and I know you're all wondering. So the situation is, the kids were born in Bangkok, obviously, where we lost their mother. And at that time, I was obviously in a whirlwind of turmoil, and I had various friends, a good French friend of mine, Chloe, who was ferrying me around in taxis to take me to the French Consulate in Bangkok. I had to go to the British Consulate. I was going to various Thai authorities, trying to make sure I had birth certificates, their mum's death certificate, and so many other things taken care of and translated in different places, official translations. It was just a whirlwind, weeks and weeks of just paperwork, and I don't know what I signed and what I didn't. I was just being ferried around in a haze, obviously. I was in quite a situation, to say the least. Anyway, it turns out that I actually did plug them, if you like, into the French system back then. I just couldn't really remember what happened. So I've looked at how I'm meant to get the kids' French passports organised recently, and I was led to believe that I needed to get their original Thai birth certificates, send them back to Thailand, where they would get an apostle stamp that I talked about in previous videos. If you've been around for a while, they needed to get an apostle stamp to sort of approve or legitimise this birth certificate. Anyway, so I started that process. I sent off the birth certificates to Bangkok to a company who said they could do it, But then once the birth certificates got there, the company took them to the place where they would apostle stamp them, and they then said that they couldn't do them unless we were there in person. He was then trying to find a back door another way. In Thailand, there's usually a way of just, you know, pushing a bit of money towards someone in the back door and you can have things happen. But it just wasn't happening. And I got to the point where I'd almost just given up, and I was like, you know what, winter's coming here in the UK and I'm just done. I don't want to be cold, although look, it's quite mild down here in London compared to North Yorkshire in my t-shirt. Anyway, so yeah, sorry, got distracted. I didn't want to be here in winter, so I thought, you know what, forget about it. We'll just do it later, reassess, look at it again in the future, and we'll just get back across to Europe, down to southern Spain, and just get warm. But then I just looked into it a little bit more, and I chased it a little bit more, and yes, as I said there, it turns out that I actually did have the kids plugged into the system, and I didn't realise it because I was in turmoil at the time of doing it. So it turns out what I've been able to do is write to the place in France that issues the birth certificates and get a new legitimate copy from France, which was with us in about 2 weeks. So that arrived. I've got all the other paperwork I need, Livret de Famille, which is the family book, or my information. I've basically compiled all the paperwork we need, which is a lot. Got them there, but photographs done, and we made an appointment at the consulate. It looks like it's happening. I am so over the moon, you have no idea. But this is the big day, it's the big crunch. We're about to, well, we're getting ready now. We're going to take the tube across London, which is going to be fun because the kids have never really been around. They have been into London before, but they were so young they don't really remember it. So crammed on a rush hour tube train is going to be fun. Get to the consulate, make our appointment at 11:30, and we put the application in, and hopefully we haven't missed anything. Hopefully I haven't screwed anything up and everything's in place. And the application goes in, and then it could quite realistically be about roughly 3 weeks until the passports are ready. Now, we might have to go back to the consulate to pick them up, or they might be able to send them here to my friend's house and we can come back and pick them up. And once we've got those, that's it. The Schengen worries have gone forever, and we can just head out into Europe and just be there as long as we want. As long as we want this year means probably about 6 months, because I want to come back to the UK in the summer and get my MOT cycle to start happening in the summer. And also we'll always visit the UK every year, and we're going to do it in the summer, obviously, and just chase the sunshine. So I was going to say something else then and I've forgotten. If I think of something else, I'll tell you later. Anyway, for now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be talking to the camera in town. I'll take the camera with me. I'll get a few shots here and there of the adventure, but I'll tell you how it all went later. So cross your fingers for us. Cross your fingers for us. Sorry, I've just remembered what it was I was going to say, because I'm sure the questions will be down in the comments, and I would appreciate any feedback for anyone who's got it on this subject. You're probably wondering, hang on, the kids are getting passports, what about me? Well, I was originally going to apply for a visa, which is totally possible, but it turns out not entirely necessary, because I am their only direct guardian, parent, dad, and they will be French, obviously, and are French. I can travel through Europe with them and basically reap the benefits of their passports. I won't be beholden to the Schengen, so it seems. But if you've got any more information on this, let me know. If you've experienced it, not just what you've heard, not just your opinion, people who know about this, people who have a French partner or a Spanish partner but they're British. From the research I've put in, this is how it works. Until they're 18 years old. Once they're 18, then they're independent. Then I would have to have a visa to stay in Europe because they're their own people. But since they are kids and I'm their dad and we live and travel together the whole time, I won't be affected by Schengen because they're French. If you've got any information, please do put it down below, because this is a big one. This is a big one. So otherwise I'm going to have to now go through the visa application process, which is a bit painful, and it'd be quite nice to not have to do that. Right, anyway, Ruth's taking her dog for a walk. Kids are getting ready. We're going to walk down to the first station and we'll make our way across town to the consulate. Like I say, fingers crossed for me.
I won't say a word, just let you breathe. I won't make a sound, I won't slow you down. I knew we were on borrowed time, just a passing streak, nothing you will keep. I fell in too deep.
If you've been watching us for the past few weeks, you know we've been doing quite a bit of van maintenance and upgrades. Now, these were mostly things that I didn't get a chance to do before we left England the first time, but I was determined to have things right for this adventure. Now, one of the things was to do with security. I do have a few security measures on this van, which I am not about to tell the world over the internet right now, but one thing I never got a chance to do and always liked the idea of was some security cameras. So it's absolutely perfect timing that just before we leave England again, Reolink came along and they offered us the Argus 4 Pro to do a review on. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see what's in the box. Some instructions. Oh, a nice little sticker to put on the outside of the van. Under here, this is the camera itself. Peel that off. Very nice looking little piece of kit. Lovely. That's the mounting bracket. USB cable. It comes with a strap so you can strap it around like lamp posts and things like that, and a fittings kit. They also sent me a solar panel. Look at that for a nifty little thing. That's great, isn't it? And it's got a wall mount as well. I'm not actually going to be using this solar panel because I am going to be wiring this thing internally. Even though it's a waterproof camera, I'm going to be wiring it inside the van because it's got 180-degree line of sight through two separate lenses. So rather than a big bulbous fisheye, it uses software to blend the two images together and give you one 180-degree panoramic view. My plan is to install it here behind Ella's chair, and from there it's going to be able to see all of the cab, Ella's side window, and the side window in the door over there, which is going to be an entry point for anyone trying to break in, basically. There's no way, they can't get through the back, it's impossible. So this thing could not be easier to install. Firstly, I've already pulled a power cable down. This is my electric cupboard above here where I charge all my cameras and stuff, so I've got loads of spare USB ports. I've just pulled one down through there. Then I'm going to figure out where it wants to be. I want it as close up to that shelf as possible, really. The backing plate on, as easy as that. I've already attached the camera to the mount. Now I just need to fix that onto there. Position it where I want it. When you power it on the very first time, it helps you connect it to your Wi-Fi, and then through your phone or your laptop with the app, it walks you through the setup process. Very, very simple. So I've got the app set up here, as you can see, and I'll screen record that so you can see it. Now we'll go out here. So someone up to no good comes wandering over for a bit of a nosy through the window there. I think it'll see them quite well, won't it? Obviously through that door. If we go right around the other side of the van, my gosh, it's windy. When we go to Ella's window here, we should also be seen. Hello, promise I'm not stealing. Isn't that cool? Reolink's Black Friday deals are live right now. It's the biggest ones of the year. Got 45% off, loads of the cameras, including this one, the Argus 4 Pro. So if you're thinking of upgrading your van security, your home security, I think this is definitely worth checking out. And of course, the links are going to be down below. That is the Reolink Argus 4 Pro, and it is now going to have a permanent home in the van where it can keep an eye on the place while we're not here. And also mittens, of course. So thank you so much to Reolink for supporting the channel. And now let's get back to the video. Yep, we're not in London anymore. It's done. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Everything went through, and it went through smoothly. In fact, I didn't even need half the documents that I'd gathered over the last few months. Why do I let myself get so stressed about these things? It's consumed me for months. Oh well, it's important, and now I can turn my focus back towards you guys. I really feel like I've been neglecting the YouTube channel. I've just been up to here with pressure for this thing, but at the end of the day, this is a lot more to us than just some simple travel documents. For the last year, every border crossing has had this countdown in my head. 90 days, 90 days, then we have to leave. plan the next move and calculate dates. And if you watch the old videos, you'll know that some of that got quite stressful at one point. It was just too much sometimes. But once we get these passports, the kids can actually stay somewhere, make friends without that expiration date hanging over everything. And for me, I can finally stop running from the Schengen clock and start choosing where we go. It's not just logistics, it's breathing room, mental space, and the freedom to say we like it here without immediately thinking, well, we'll have to leave soon. And that is why this feels bigger than it looks, because the first time we left the UK, that whole mission was about escaping. I was burnt out, I was done with it, done with society, get me out of here. And the goal was basically just get to the sunshine and worry about it all later, figure it all out later. So we got down all the way to the south of Morocco, as you know, and it was wild, chaotic, it was brilliant, it was stressful, it was just amazing. Everything all at once. But this next chapter, it's going to be different, and it's not about escaping anymore. These next 4 weeks, we're just lingering on the south coast, visiting friends, moving between spots, waiting for that text message from the consulate. And quite honestly, I think I need this break because it's just all been so overwhelming and I'm feeling frazzled right now. Because I've been running on empty for a long time now, I'm realizing that freedom isn't just about where you park and where we go in the van. It's a lot more about what's going on the inside as well. I want more presence, more intention, more connection with people who actually get what we're trying to do here. Families who live the same as us. People with open minds, good energy. The kind of people who make you feel like you're where you're meant to be. So this next chapter isn't just about exploring Europe, it's about slowing down enough to actually enjoy it, finding some peace, some clarity, and actually living life instead of just racing through it. Which in honesty is something I'm not very good at, and as I get older I really need to practice it. I've always loved filming, from way back in my days in Thailand doing it underwater, all the way up till now doing the YouTube. But somewhere along the way, I've lost a little bit of passion in it and I really want to get it back. So I need to be honest with you about something really. This channel, it's hard. We're making about £150 a month from the ad revenue. And when you break that down to hours, filming, editing, thumbnails, titles, comments, all the background stuff that goes into doing this, it works out to maybe £2 an hour, possibly less some weeks. And I do love creating these videos, but the pressure to perform for the algorithm, it's exhausting sometimes, it really is. The dramatic thumbnails, the clickbait faces, I hate doing it, but if you don't, the videos just don't get seen. And you can put your heart into something, and if the thumbnail's too honest, YouTube buries it. So sometimes I lean into that style, even though I know you're probably thinking, what's he doing pulling that stupid YouTube face again? But that's the reality, and it's not ego or anything, it's just about survival. I've got to put food on the table. And I don't want to give up on this. I do enjoy making the videos, but I need to find a way to get that passion back without burning out completely. So with that said, here is what's happening. These Saturday vlogs will keep on coming. Same format, same style, we're still traveling, still fixing the van from time to time, and still massively exploring Europe. That is the plan at the moment. Because once we pick up those passports and head back to Spain, probably in about 6 to 8 weeks, roughly, after we've been to see Grandma in France, of course, then I'm going to have more time and more headspace to start weaving in some new ideas and get my passion back and a bit more meaning and honesty to the videos. A little bit more of what's going on inside my head, so if you think you can handle that, stay tuned. So this isn't a dramatic overnight change in the videos. The vlogs are still going to look the same and similar for now, but I want to slowly shift things as we get back out to the warmer climates and I've got more time on my hands. I want to start making some changes. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I do read them all, and honestly, hearing what you guys think helps me more than you realize. It really, really does. To know you're out there on my side, helping out, is just fantastic. Well, thanks for sticking with us. All of you guys who've been around for so long, you mean the world to us. You really do. And if you're new here, then think about hitting the subscribe and the like button, because we've got some awesome adventures coming up. We are getting back to Europe soon. It's going to be amazing. Bring on that sunshine. And do not forget, down in the description, there is a link to the Reolink security camera. Now, that is a cool piece of kit. Go take a look if you're needing something like that. But for now, let's see where this next chapter takes us. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you next week.